So we're discussing the minhag of checking tefillin and mezuzahs. Is this an obligation? So halachically in Shulchan Aruch it says only mezuzahs have to be checked twice in 7 years. And even mezuzahs themselves, specifically the ones that are outside of the house that have more of a possibility of getting rainwater, etc. Those are the ones that a person's more concerned with. The ones inside the house is meritorious, but is not obligatory. Tefillin actually, in the Rambam it writes, and actually quotes one of the Tanoim, Hillel, that said, no, you don't have to check the tefillin. However, the poskim today say that because of weather conditions, or because not every time does a person wear tefillin, and it used to be the person wears tefillin all day, so therefore it's better to check it more often, at least once or twice in every 7 years. And in fact, the whole idea of checking tefillin and mezuzahs really tells us about the idea of El. I think it's more important to check inside of us. Avada, it's a good minute to check the tefillin and mezuzahs, but the idea is to check ourselves. In fact, there was someone, the Ezer Eliyahu, who was a Baal Shevet Hamusa, Rabbi Eliyahu. Rabbi Eliyahu used to try to fulfill every single mitzvah in the month of El. Why? Because I think the idea is to check and make sure, take inventory of every mitzvah. Ad kedei kach that so much so that if it was a mitzvah that he couldn't fulfill today, because we just don't do it today, he would try to learn about the actual mitzvah. He actually went and would take off maybe a small pebble or some sort of a stone from a base of Avodah Zarah, building of Avodah Zarah, to fulfill the obligation of taking down Avodah Zarah. A person should be careful with that. In fact, we spoke about once the taking stones from the koisel, which is the opposite. You're not allowed to do such a thing. Someone told me the most amazing experience they had at a dentist, believe it or not. At a dentist, they came home, and they said they had such a nisoirus for El. Why? Because besides the expense that the dentist had told the person that they're going to have to get a crown, and they have a problem here, and they have a problem there, and this tooth needs this needs a little bit of a root canal. The list, basically the mouth was now going to be worth another $10,000. But this person told me such a beautiful insight. They said like this: they thought that what they were doing was perfect. For example, they were drinking lemon water. They were drinking tea. They thought that was a very healthy thing to do. The dentist says, you have to be careful. You should do mouthwash afterwards. Why? Because it's eroding the teeth. And the person said, in the month of Elul, we have to check our inventory and make sure that whatever we think we're doing correct, that's very, very dangerous if we don't check it out. Because so many times we're walking, we think, yeah, we're okay, and we can come to Rosh Hashanah and we're clean. Our person has to be like a dentist. Check out each tooth, the 32 teeth. Check out whatever mitzvahs we do, the way we act in shul, the way we act at home, and take a little bit of an inventory and say, is this really the right thing? Am I really thinking it through? Is my heart really there? And I think that's one incredible lesson we can learn from the dentist. Hatzlacha.